Okay, number 7. A store manager receives a delivery of 2 boxes of light bulbs. Each box contains 25 light bulbs. The store manager tests all the light bulbs and finds that 2 of them are defective. Based on these results, what can the store manager predict about the next delivery of light bulbs? Okay, so this is a proportional relationship here. So my 2 boxes, the number of defective bulbs, okay, so I get 2 defective bulbs out of 2 boxes. I could multiply by 25 and get the number of bulbs, but then I would just wind up simplifying, so I'd be back where I started. So, this is fine. 2 boxes gives us 2 defective bulbs. All right. So, and then of course you can simplify this to be 1-to-1. So this is a 1-to-1 ratio. For every 1 box, there's 1 defective bulb. So a delivery of 3 boxes will contain 3 more defective bulbs than the 2 boxes. Well, it would contain 3 defective bulbs, but not 3 more. So that's not quite right. A delivery of 4 boxes will contain 2 more defective bulbs than the delivery of 2 boxes. Well, if I had 4 boxes, that would give me 4 bulbs because this is 1-to-1. So if I already had 2 from the 2 boxes and I add 2 more, that's going to give me 4. So this is right. A delivery of 5 boxes will contain 10 more. Well, it will contain 10, but not 10 more. That's saying I'm going to add 10 to 12, and that's not right. A delivery of 6 boxes will contain 3 more. Well, 3 plus 2 is 5, and I would need it to say 6, so that's not right. So for every box, 1 bulb is defective, so that's a total of 4 defective bulbs, and the 2 more plus the 2 we already have gives us the 4, so that is G. Okay, number 8. Maribel surveyed 55 people to find out their favorite type of music. The results are shown in the bar graph. Based on the information in the graph, which types of music were chosen by 40% of the people surveyed? Okay, to find out what percent this is, I need a percent proportion. So that is part to whole is equal to percent out of 100. Okay, this whole graph represents 55 people. And I want to know what part of that is 40%. So the 40% goes where percent goes. 100's on the bottom because percent's always out of 100. So I'm going to cross multiply. So I'm going to have 100x is equal to 55 times 40. Okay, and 55 times 40 gives me 0. Put 0 for my placeholder. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 is 22. So that's going to give me 2200. Okay, so 100x is equal to 2200. Divide both sides by 100. That divides away. I can divide by 10. I can divide by 10. So this is 22. Okay, this gives me 22 people represent 40%. All right, so I need to know how much each category represents. So for country, come over here, it's 15 people. For jazz is 12 people. For opera is 10 people. And for rock is 18 people. Okay, so I'm just going to add these up until I get to 22. So country is 15 plus the opera, which is 10. That's 25, not 20. Jazz is 12 plus the opera of 10. That's 22. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, jazz is 12 plus the opera is 10 plus rock is 18. And that adds up to be 40. All right, and for those of you who try not to do the math, this is the one you would probably pick because this equals to 40 and that's 40. But that's not how it works. You've got to do your proportion to know how many people we're talking about. So that one's the one that y'all would probably pick if you didn't know what you were doing. And country is 15, plus jazz is 12, plus rock is 18. That gives us 45, which was not a number we're looking for. So the only one that works is B, because when I add it up, it adds up to my 22, which is 40% of the 55 people. All right, number 9. Yvette uses 6 grams of tea leaves to make 24 fluid ounces of tea. Last week, she made 288 fluid ounces of tea. How many grams of tea leaves did Yvette use to make tea last week? Okay, this is going to be another proportion. So we have grams and we have fluid ounces. All right. All right, so I'm just going to abbreviate. We have grams and fluid ounces. So we have 6 grams to 24 fluid ounces. And then last week she made 288 fluid ounces, so that would go on bottom with the fluid ounces. I'm going to put an X here because that's what I want to know. How many grams of tea leaves did she use to make the 288? So again, we're going to cross multiply. All right, we've got to multiply 6 times 288 to see what that gives us. I'm just going to do that over here. So we get 48, and 48 plus 4 is 52, and 6 times 2 is 12, plus 5 is 7. Okay, so we have 24x is equal to 1728. We divide both sides by 24. The 24's divide away. And then we have our 1728 divided by 24. Okay, these are kind of some big numbers, so let's use our answer choices to help us. So we have a 0, a 1, a 7, and a 2. Okay, well, 24 can't go into 17, but 24 can go into 172, either 0 or 1 or 7 or 2. Okay, I don't think it's going to be the 1 or 2, so I'm going to try the 7. So 24 times 7 is 168. So 168 would go into the 172. Subtract. Bring down your 8. So I'm going with C. C is 72. So the next one should be 2. And 2 times 24 is 48. So that goes in there nice and even. So that would be answer choice C.